4th of October and virtually all the flower beds down the main drive have now been stripped. And we're getting ready to put in the new spring bedding any day now. It just looks such a shame, doesn't it, after such a nice display that we end up with this. We should have a nice display hopefully in the spring. Diana Memorial and everything's looking very autumnally, but the pampas grass is doing well. But everything else, most of the flowers have died off. A few potentilla left, but the grass is going berserk. Some nice autumn colour. The old tree there is looking good. After non-stop rain yesterday, this is the main path by Tip Kinder, and you can see we've got a waterfall. Never sorted it out with these paths. If it were to freeze now, it'd be like a skating rink. Quite a few of the birds are out this morning, having a good dig for worms and whatever else they can find. The old autumn colour is looking quite spectacular. The first tree is now more or less finished and just the leaves left. The one at the back, the yellow on it, is very good. Some on the island that starting to go nicely. Quite know what the little game is here, but the 4 remaining swans are going round and round the island playing follow me leader. It's about the 3rd time they've been round. There's another one to come somewhere. They had to remove one of the swans this week because it was nearly killed by the others. Tried to take it under and drown it, so it's now been taken to Stapley and hopefully will be better and released somewhere else. Well, that's interesting. There was supposed to be 4 left, well there's now 5 again, so whether the one from Stapley's come back. One sort of on its own here, the other 4 are together. No doubt about it, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Quite a few coots, because you don't normally see them close together, but there's like 4 of them down here. Up near the bandstand, and we can see the amount of trees now that are getting their autumn colour. Mr. Pigeon come for his breakfast. Somebody's obviously put bird seed down. He's come for his breakfast. Tucking in. This is one of the most spectacular trees in the park at this time of year, with nice leading lines up to it. Very close to the old pigeon now, and he doesn't give a toss. Still eating his breakfast. carries on and be too fat to fly. From a distant vantage point you can see now that the first tree is gone and this second one, the big one, is gone. There's quite a display in that one little row there. Well, that's a bit different, isn't it? The waterfall actually pumping down like mad. This is more due to the 24 hours of rain we've had more so than the actual pump. But this is how it should be flowing all the time, but it never does. Little bird up there going for his drink. Where it's really flowing nicely. Squirrel burying his nuts. Just wish they'd stay still. Birds coming down for the seed. Quick swoop down, and they're off again. Mostly blue tits. See how quick they come and go. Down towards the World War Memorial. And the usual Sunday morning runners. Ninth of October and all the beds down the main drive, everyone is now stripped. Not a flower in sight. All nicely prepared, waiting for the spring bedding to come, presumably. Does look rather better, doesn't it? The old squirrel looking for his nuts that he's buried. I might turn around and make a better photo. During the park to go. Now the one behind it is well gone now. This other one is lovely yellow because the sun's straight on it. A lot of the other trees seeming to hang on, but these definitely well gone. Just seems to be squirrels everywhere you go at the moment. That's all getting ready for winter, storing up the nuts they can find. Not really the park, but when you come, it's always worth just having a look at Morton Road, because the trees not quite ready, but they do make a good show in autumn. Swans once again are playing going round and round the island again. I don't know what the idea is, but seems to be the new game for them. We are back to 5, and it's confirmed that the one from Stapley RSPCA has been returned, so that's why we've got the 5. Up by the bandstand, and we swung round the other day. Well, this time of year, even a day, see these trees have really changed. So even in a short period of time, things can look totally different depending on the light as well. By the little ridge, and colours are really nice there again. I'll swing round the lake, see the willows are just starting to go. The one across the lake not far off. The new trees that we're putting in spring have all survived, nothing spectacular, but they are alive. And the little tree behind, it's always a good nice yellow this time of year. Trees by the big bridge leading to the bandstand, and lovely colour this time of year. One's already gone, but these two are hanging on and framing the bandstand nicely. The trees are really showing a bit of colour now. This one up near the lodge, slowly swinging round. You can see the others are going or gone. The wild flowers by the bowling green are still in flower. A pigeon invasion. Well, there was a minute ago until somebody just frightened them. Little trees really showing well now. It's not very big, but you've got the background of the other trees. Swing round a bit. The others are going reddish there. The second one across the lake, the first one's now sort of almost bare, but the second one's now really quite spectacular. And one of the best ones is the little one there, the yellow one, and it drops the yellow leaves, and it's really nice. Well, fisherman's back, the Cormerant. I suspect this is the one that had problems earlier on when it got covered in the oil. So it usually suggests that if he's about, there's big fish in there. They all flew off. They're all down here now by the lake. Quite why we've got so many pigeons, I don't know, but we're overrun with them. Different angle on the tree there. And swinging around, we can see that this one's now going almost yellowy. It's really showing up now. Nice Nice bit of contrast between this one and the one at the back. So this one's framing the other one. Into October and they've now started getting the polyanthers in down the main drive. I presume we're having something different because every other space they've got something put in and then they've left one blank. So I presume we were waiting for some new plants. How the colours change. This tree now is got a really sort of horrible darky colour, whereas before it was quite a vibrant colour. That's interesting. We had the raised beds here and now they've been taken down and just converted into an ordinary bed. You can see some grass seed. Quite why they're not sponsoring anymore, I don't know. One thing we do get this time of year is the total amount of leaves on the ground. Keeps the gardeners happy for many a long day clearing all these. Again, how much the colours changed from a couple of weeks ago. Tree on the other side of the lake has now really gone quite dark. A bit of contrast from this tree here. Once again Mr. Cormerant's back. Hope he's got a fishing licence. He's just been drying his wings, so he must have been in the water. The wings aren't waterproof, so they have to dry them off every time they go in the water. Sitting nice and still for me. Spoke too soon. Sad old sight, this tree that's been there like forever. And we did identify that there was some fungus on it before, but now they've chopped it down. It's been the home for the nuthatches for many a year, and they said that it was sort of hollow in the middle when they cut it down. So whether they're going to totally remove this or just leave it in that state. Now that the willows here have started to go, and then we've got some bright colours on the trees behind, so it's quite a colourful little spot. The old barnacle group's come back. We've not seen that around for a long time. By all rights it shouldn't be here anyway, because it's not supposed to come much lower than Scotland, but this one keeps reappearing. Sort of been here for years, disappears and comes back. Lodge garden and a couple of little flowers out. Other than that, there's the broom and nothing else. Just an absolute waste. Working with Google Maps, I go out to other parks, and if you go to places like Congleton or Burslem, everything there is absolutely immaculate. So it's time Cheshire East pull the finger out and got something done. Could be such a lovely little garden, this. And the Queen's Park has got the Green Flag Award for this year. Got time to replace the old flag. 25th of October, and all the flower beds are done now. The ones that were sponsored have now gone, and the grass that they planted is just starting to show. We have all the Canada geese on the grass for some reason. Coming up here instead of around the lake for a day's holiday. Yellow tree's hanging on to its leaves, still looking quite magnificent, and it's dropped a few, but the majority of its leaves are still in place. The old sluice gates that they did earlier in the year, where the water used to come over the top, and now water right down for a good 6 or 7 feet. It used to come over the top of the sluice gates before they cleaned it out, so that's been a bit of a success. A few remaining trees with nice colours. Still plenty of squirrels about. Goosanders returned. And every time you get a lock on them, they disappear.
Wants it for his own peace of mind, really.
Goosanders seem to be swamped by these gulls. About half a dozen goosanders, and gulls are all around them. Here I'm going, I don't know what the attraction is with the gulls. They're all going mad down there for something. Don't really play fair, these goosanders, because they're on the other side of the lake and they've just walked round, and now they've come back over here. You just get a lock on them and they'll dive. There's about 6 of them we've just counted. A bit different from October, these flowers down Coronation Walk. I don't know where these have come from. There's quite a little display of them. Two new signs up by the Gulf War Memorial, where this big hole is. It's been like it for 6 years. Now I decided to put a notice up. It's dangerous and you could fall in. Better late than never, I suppose. gulls are having a right go at these goosanders. I don't know what they've done to them. Four swans on the lake, one over there. Three over here. The other one's back at Stapley with fishing line again. And I think it's old fishing line with lead. So where they're getting that from I don't know, because it's been illegal to use that for a long time. Let's hope they'll be back next week. This Burslem Park in Burslem, and as you walk through the door, this is the first thing that you see. Walk through the door, walk through the gate. Rather magnificent water there. And that's what you call a rockery. A waterfall with lots of birds on it. I bet in the summer this is a magnificent sight. It's a very miserable October morning, raining. But look at this display here for late middle October. Just goes on forever. The sun's just starting to come out. But what a magnificent display for this time of year.